Hi, this video will show you how to create a front-end product. First, you need to log on to Zaxa.com and create your account. Upon completion, on your account page, go to the Products tab, click on Manage. You will arrive on the page Manage Products and click on Add New Front End. So here, you'll be setting your product's details. Under General Settings, first of all, you'll be inserting your product's name and also its description. Choose what kind of processors you prefer your customers make their payment with. For example, let's go with the most widely used, PayPal. Click Yes. Now set a price for your product. Choose your currency. Let's just go with US dollars. The price I'm going to go with is $50. As for the payment type, you can choose either one-time payment or recurring payment. That's completely up to you. Just to make things simple, I'll go for one-time payment. Next up, support. You can insert your link here or your email address to enable customers to reach you personally when needed. You can key in your email address and phone number. Then you can also decide if you want to allow refunds for your product. Click on Yes if you do. And insert the refund period in a number of days. For example, 30 days refund period for each purchase. More settings allows you to add customers who have made a purchase to your autoresponder list, which means this setting will build a buyer list for you automatically. Click Yes if you want it, then paste in your autoresponder code that you get from your email autoresponder service. If you're a Zaxa Ultimate Automation user, you can select Zaxa here at the Responder tab. And simply click on Get List and it'll pull up your list in your Zaxa Ultimate account. Then you can simply select which customers in which sequence. I'm just going to select No in this example. Moving on to the Affiliate Program tab. If you wish to use the program, click Yes. Insert your number of days for which you want to delay your commissions. This indicates that your affiliate will receive their commission only 30 days after they've made the sale, and what the percentage you want to offer as the commission rate. You can enter your custom text right here as well as to your affiliates. Move on to Page Settings tab and click Save Changes. Key in your sales page URL and also your thank you page URL if you have one. Next, Affiliations Offers. Keep it the same as it's a one-time offer. Lastly, the integration settings. Just click on Save Changes right here. So right here it says Product Updated but is not published yet. So click on the Go Live button at the bottom of this page. Then read the Acceptable User Policy. And select Yes upon agreement. and then click Publish My Product Now. And there you go. Your product has been published and you can start selling this product immediately. Hi, and welcome to the video on how to create a buy button. Continuing from our previous video on how to add a product, you need to put the order button inside your sales page so that your customers can purchase your product. So I'll show you how to create a buy button. You can find your order button under the Integration Settings tab. Click here on the order button. There's a wide array of varieties of buttons to choose from. You can choose the one that you want to put on your page. Then just copy the code link here and simply paste it into your sales page or any website you desire. That's it. You can start selling your product right away. To create a sales funnel, you need to create a one-time offer product and attach it to your front-end product. At your main page, go to the Products tab up here and click on Manage. Then click on Add New OTO, which stands for One-Time Offer. You will arrive on this page where you key in your product's details. The process is basically similar to how you create a front-end product like I taught you in the video How to Add a New Product. Basically, all of the following steps were explained in the previous video, so I'll skip the detailed explanations. So do the same thing under General Settings. Insert your product's name and also its description. Next, choose what kind of payment processors you prefer your customers make with their payment. Then set a price for your product, choose your currency and also the payment type. Allow refund, then click Yes for affiliate program. Next, go to the Page Settings tab and key in your sales page URL and thank you page URL. Move on to the Integration Settings tab and click Save Changes. Then click on the Go Live button at the bottom of this page, followed by clicking Yes for the acceptable user policy. Lastly, click Publish My Product Now. So now your OTO is published. Then go to the Products tab. Here are your front-end and one-time offers. You'll be linking your one-time offer to your front-end product. Click on your one-time product. Then go to your Additional Offers tab, and there, in the one-time offer, click Yes. Then click on New OTO. Then give it a name. I'll give it the same name as before. And select the product, which is the one you just created. Then click on Save. Then drag it from the inactive OTO to active OTO. When it's done, click Save Changes. So each time the customer purchases the front-end product, they'll also be offered the OTO product. And basically, this is your sales funnel. You can create more OTOs if you want to. Just repeat the same procedure. This tutorial is going to teach you how you can customize your affiliate settings according to your preferences, and also how to get affiliates signed up to promote your product. Go to your Zaxa main page up here at the Reports tab. Go to Affiliate Partner and then click on My Affiliates. At this page, you can search your affiliates by their name, email, PayPal, email, sales referred, and a lot more. So in terms of actions, you can opt for instant commissions or delayed commissions. Basically, this means that you can choose how fast you want to pay your affiliates their commission. There's no affiliate list here in this example video, but when you do have affiliates, they're going to appear right here. You can set up customized contracts for different affiliates. Go to a specific affiliate and click on the contract button that will appear here. This allows you to create specific affiliate contracts so you can specify how much commission they should get paid. When you're done, just click on the Save Changes button that will appear here. And that is basically just how you can add and customize your affiliate details. And so, how do you get affiliates to sign up to promote your product? Just simply go to your Product tab, click on Manage, click on your product, under the Integration Settings tab, copy this affiliate page URL link and paste it to your affiliates. Your affiliates can then request to promote your product simply by clicking Request to promote this product now. I'm just going to show you an example of what your affiliates will see upon clicking into the URL link. They can just click on this button and request to promote your product.
Now that we're all set up, it's time to record our screen. Now if we set up our shortcut keys, we don't have to use any of these here. We can use what we set up in our shortcuts. Now remember our region, I said we would use a region, which is a region we can pick of any shape on the screen. So when I hit the record key, and I'll use this one rather than the shortcut key, you'll see that it comes up with a little pencil with a crosshair on it. So what you do is you put it up in the top left corner of where you want to start recording, hold down your left mouse button, and then drag it to the bottom right corner of where you want to record. And there it goes, recording. You'll see that there are some little flashing squares here, and that's where it's recording. Okay, so I'll let that record for a little bit. Then when you click stop, it asks you where you want to save it to, and then you save it somewhere. Okay, so now the players come up, so we'll just click the play button. Okay, so that gives you a look at how it works. Now there's something else we need to look at here. You'll notice that it stayed up here. And what we want it to do is to reduce, and that's why we can set the shortcut key to do that. Now to do that, we just set the options. We go into options, and then we go to program options, then minimize program start recording, and that'll get it out of the way when we hit the record button. So now if we hit the record button, and we select our region, when we let go of the record or the little cursor there, you'll see that it has disappeared. Now you can either go down to the bottom where it'll be sitting on your taskbar and bring it up and tell it to stop recording, or you can just hit the shortcut key that you used to make it stop. Okay, now let's have a look at how the auto pan works, like I said I would show you before. So if we enable auto pan, and then we go and we select our auto pan speed. Okay, now we set record, set our region. Let's just set it a little smaller so you can see how it works. What we do is we just move our cursor around in here, and you see that the recording area is following my cursor around. You see that? Okay. Now let's stop the recording and then see what it does when we view it. Okay, so here's our player. Let's click play, and you'll see that it's following our cursor around. So that's how the zoom and pan feature works. So you can use it in a smaller area on your screen and then move the cursor around and we'll focus somewhere else on your screen. Now we're going to look at how to set up screen annotations. If we go into Tools and we go to Screen Annotations, it brings up a little window like this. At this point, we can choose any of these shapes that we want to use. Let's just use banner, for instance. Now if we right click on it and we click Edit Text, we can change the text within this shape. So like so. Very cool video. Now all we have to do, once we have changed the text that we want there, is just put our left mouse button on it and click on it, hold the mouse button down, and then drag it and plop it onto our video here. And we can put this anywhere we want. And this now acts as a caption for us, and when we record, this is going to appear on our video. So if we were to record now, okay, and then we were to now stop our video, and we'll save it. Okay, so here's our player. And you'll see that it's in here. This is actually the one, move that out of the way. Okay, this is the one that is appearing inside our video here. So that's how you can use screen annotations to put some shapes with some text on your video. We also have video annotations, and if you have a webcam, you can also put a webcam right into your video as well, just by clicking on video annotations and then moving your webcam window inside here. And then in effects, we can add the system timestamp if we want. Click on that and the timestamp is going to appear in our video. We can add a caption if we want, and we can add a watermark to our video if we want, and the picture will show across the video as a watermark. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to it. You just record the screen and use the options that you want to use. Your voice will be integrated in the recording. Now that you have your recording made, you're most likely going to need to edit it. If you've made some mistakes in there, did some ums and ahs, and you made some mistakes along the way, you don't have to start all over again. You can just go past the mistake and then re-record just after it, and then you can go back and cut it out. And that's where we're going to use our editing software to do that. So we'll do that next. Now let's talk about producing it in regular Flash. To do this, you can do this right from Cam Studio. Just go to Tools and go to SWF Producer. That brings up another window like this. And then all you have to do is open your file. So our file is called done.avi. Then brings it up in Player like this. And you can preview it here if you want. Now all we have to do, go to File, Convert to SWF. And now we get some options here. Now, first of all, you can change where your output files are going to show up. So I might want to put it in a folder here. So all we can do is click change, and then you can create a folder where you want it to go if you want. Or to say test. Okay. And then our HTML follows it. Okay, and then down here, you can choose whether you want color in 16 or 32-bit. Your sample playback rates and your keyframe rates, you can leave those alone. Encode audio compression, and this is compressed, and you can have PCM as no compressed. You probably leave it as it is. Add player controls, you're probably going to want that. Whether you want it to auto start, or if you don't want it to auto start, then unclick that. Add the preloader and the progress bar. And you can produce a raw movie for further editing if you have Flash MX editor. And you can have it loop. We don't want it to loop, so you take that off. And after the video is played, you can put a redirect URL in here if you want. On interface, you can change how things look here. You can have how much the percentage of the movie you want to preload. So you can change that if you want. And down here, you can give it a border and a background color if you want. So we'll just give it a border of 1, and of course this is optional. Advanced options, you're probably going to want to leave this alone. This will chain multiple SWF files. Okay, so when we're all good here, we just click OK, and now it's generating our files for us. Okay, so that's all done. Then we'll open up our test folder, and we have our do an open with Firefox with our HTML file that was created for us. Okay, so here is our Flash video, and it's now open in Firefox. And here's our controllers at the bottom that we can control it with. You notice that it produces it in the size of the video. So if you want to use the SWF producer, you need to make sure that your video is the size that you're going to want your Flash to be also. Okay, so that is how you can create quality videos using only free tools. One of the most important things to do when you're making videos is to edit out your mistakes. There's no doubt that you're going to be doing some umming and ahhing, and you may make some mistakes along the way, but that doesn't mean you have to start your video all over again. If you misspoke, you can just speak all over again and record that bit over again without worrying about the mistake before it, because you can edit it out later. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do now. First thing we need to do is install our software, which is Solveig Avi Trimmer. So you should have downloaded that from the resources area, and then you'll have a zip file like this. So you should unzip it. And then once you've unzipped it, double click on the exe file and run that. Of course, on Windows Vista, you get all these security things. Now, there's something that we need to do in here. We agree to this. Uncheck the Solveig WMP Trimmer plugin shareware. You don't need that, and that's something you would have to pay for. So uncheck that, click next, and next, and next, and next, and install the thing on your computer. Okay, now we'll start it up. And here's what it looks like here. Let's close some of these things. All right, so here is our piece of software that we're going to use to edit out our mistakes. Okay, so now the first thing we need to do is to bring up our source file. So we saved our test file, so just go find it on your computer. And we'll load it in. Now, a little player came up here. There it is. and then we have our main software window here. So what we do is where we're going to start keeping what we want, we're going to put our first marker, which we have here. And at the end of what we want to keep, we're going to put our marker there. So we'll start at the beginning and we'll play through, and if we wanted to cut out the first few seconds, what we would do is pause it, put a marker in there. Now it would keep everything between this marker and the end. Now what I can do is I can go forward from here. Okay, so we're watching the video behind here, and then when we get to the spot that we want to keep, we would put the other side of the marker in there. Okay, this is now a part of the new video we're going to keep. So what we do is we click Add, and it adds that piece of the clip into our finished product, or what will be our finished product. This is our bin of clips that is going to be in our finished product. So now what we do is we just continue playing. And when we find where we want to start again, to keep the next bit, we put another marker here. And now at this point it would keep everything from here forward, but we can continue to edit just by listening and watching. And if we find the place where we want to stop, okay, so there's where you want to keep that portion. So we'll put this marker on that side. And then what we will do is we will add. So basically what's in our clip bin were the things between the markers. This is what we're keeping. Everything else will be discarded on output. So we'll continue. Okay, so we want to discard what's in here and we want to keep from there to the end. So we put a marker here, and then we click Add, and it puts everything in there from there to the end. So now we have 3 clips in here, or 3 portions of our main clip that will make out our output clip. So what we do now is we give it a destination file. Let's click here, and then we'll give it a name at the bottom here, and we can just call it fixed, or whatever you want to call it. Done. Whatever you want to call it, you just put it here and save. Now what we have to do is click Run, and you see the progress bar here. And our new clip is now complete. So if we were to go and click on it on our desktop, bring it up in the media player, this will contain only the parts of our clip that we wanted, and it has discarded the mistakes that we were trying to take out of it. So that's how simple it is to edit your clip. Now in the next part, we're going to go over how to create a streaming video from our AVI file that we've just edited. Now we're going to use FLV Producer Lite to create our FLV file. FLV files are streaming video. So what we need to do is find our input video, which is our edited video. So just click on Browse and find it on your computer. Now we need to have an output folder to put all the files in. So you want to create a new folder here. So you can do that by clicking Browse, and then go somewhere on your desktop or whatever and create a new folder and then give it a name. Okay, and we'll select that. And now it's going to go in Done. Our output video is done.flv and our output HTML is index.html. We click Next. Now in here we can set the size of our video. We have some presets here. For instance, DSL is 320 by 240, modem is 160 by 120, and ISDN is 240 by 180. However, you can go down here and make it any size you want out of the selections there. Your frame rate and your bit rate, you can change those if you want, but you should leave them the way they are unless you know what you're doing here. And you can enable audio, and we'll set that to mono because that's how we recorded it. And you have your bit and sampling rates here. Now all you have to do is click Start Encoding, and you'll see the bar go across as it creates the FLV file. Now it's all done, so we click Next. Little arrow there. Up here we can give it a page title, whatever you want there. If you want it to pause at the start, the buffer size you can set here to preload the movie. If you want to show a border around the movie, and you can enable an affiliate link, although I don't think there's an affiliate program for this anymore. This is disabled on the light version as well as are the other players, so you have to use a standard player. Now what you want to do is click Produce a Web Page, and it will have created the index page inside of our folder. And now what we do is click Preview Web Page. Click on that, and there it is. Our video is now in FLV format, and if we click on there, it starts to play just like it should. Okay, so that's all fine. And now if we go and we open up our folder where we saved everything, you'll see that in here we have done.flv, which is the name that we gave our output file. After we edit it, we have our index, which is our main index page. If somebody clicks on that, it plays the video, and then the player is here. So those are the only 3 files you need. So that's it. Now, let's open this again here for a second. I'm just going to open it with Firefox. It's faster. Now you notice, let me move this up a bit, that it's got learn more about Flash video. You may want to take that off there because it goes back to their website, as you can see here. So let's go and edit this. We'll just do an open with, and we'll open it with Notepad. And then we'll go to the bottom, and we'll just get rid of this at the bottom. Just these 2 lines. Delete that out of there and save. And now if we open this again, and we move it up a bit, you'll see that that link is now gone there. Okay, and now one more thing I want to show you is how you could put this video on a sales page. Now, a lot of times people put a video on their sales page to demonstrate some feature of their product. So all you have to do is take this code, you just open it with Notepad, and then you just grab everything inside the body tag here. So just grab all of this just before this body and just after that body tag. Just copy it, and then you can paste that right into your website. Now, your main website and all of these files, the done and the player, have to be together. You won't need this index file, just the contents that we have here. So I'm going to go and grab a demo website, and then we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, so I've moved a site into here. Now, what we want to do is first we're going to copy these 2 files in with all of our other site files. And then when we upload our site to our server, these will go with it. So we'll just take these and then we'll paste them into here. The next thing we're going to want to do is either open our main site in a web editor, or we can do with Notepad if we know where to put the code. So first let's open this index page that was created for us with FLV Producer Lite. And then let's just grab everything between these body tags like I was saying before. Just highlight it and then do a copy, and then we can close this. Now we'll go back to our site here. We can either open this with Notepad, or we can open it with a program like Composer. So I'm going to open it with Composer. You can just do a search on Google for Composer and you'll be able to find it. We'll just do an open and we'll find our site file. Okay, and then we open up the index of our main site and it brings it up in here. Now we decide where we want the video to go. Just in the editor, we can just click and decide where we want to go, and then all we have to do is insert an HTML. Then we just paste that code right in there. Your editor may work somewhat different, but that's all you have to do is figure out where to paste the code and then paste it in and save. Now when we open up our index page, we're going to open with Firefox. We roll down. There is our encoded video in our web page. So we've actually put it in there and it's all ready to go. In this video series, you're going to learn how to create your own professional quality videos using software that you can download for free. To create our videos, we will use 3 different software programs. First, we'll use Cam Studio to capture the video from the screen. Then we'll use Sovig Abbey Trimmer to edit the clip. And then we'll use FLV Producer Lite to create the streaming video. You can download all of these programs from the links in the resources document. After you've downloaded Cam Studio and unzipped it, you will see a file list like this. The only thing we're going to be using is the recorder. If you're using Windows Vista, you're going to need to change this to run under compatibility mode. So all you have to do is right click on it and then go down and click Properties, and then go to Compatibility, and then run it in compatibility mode, Windows XP Service Pack 2, and run this program as an administrator. Make sure that that's all set before you start, and then click OK. Now what we can do is we can open this just by double clicking on it, and then Cam Studio opens for us. You see a nice little window like this. Now let's go over how to set up Cam Studio so we can get going with a screen capture. Now in this example, I'm just going to record the Yahoo screen, but you would be recording something more useful than this, like a video tutorial. So let's go through the setup first. Now we have File, Region, Options, Tools, Effects, and View. So let's start, well, File is just record, stop, pause, and exit. So let's start whether we want a region, a fixed region, a window, or full screen. These are the types of recordings you can do. A region allows you to select a region of the screen. A fixed region is a fixed size region, right, that isn't variable. A window will record a certain window, and full screen, of course, records the full screen. Now I usually, almost always, use region because I can select an area of the screen, and no matter what window I bring up, it will still record that region. It allows you more flexibility than a fixed region, and if you use window, it'll only record the window that you have open at the moment. If you open another window and try and record in the same spot where that window is, it's going to record the old window that you started with, so that doesn't work. And full screen usually makes a recording that's too big. Options. Okay, let's go with video options first. Here you can select your codices depending on which ones you have installed. You should install the Cam Studio Lossless Codice version 1. This will shrink the size of the audio portion of your video. Now, if you don't have the Lossless Codice installed, there is a link in the resources area that shows you where to go get it and how to install it. Down here you can set your frame rate and your playback rate. You should just leave these as the defaults, and that's really all you have to do here. Next, cursor options. In here you can either hide your cursor during your recording, you can show your cursor, you can set the size of the cursor, and you can set the style of your cursor over here. So you can give it a shape if you want, like so, and then it'll show up a little easier if you want to use this, and then of course you can set the color in here. If you don't want to use that, just turn off the highlight. Okay. And once we're done there, decide whether you want to record audio. In most cases you probably do, so you select record audio from the microphone if you're recording audio. And then you have to go to audio options and audio for the microphone. Here you're going to have a drop-down list of your available audio options. So you just go and pick the ones in here that you want. Now here you have your recording format. Now the best one to use here is 44.1 kilohertz mono 16-bit. This will give you the best sound quality as well as keep the sound from going out of synchronization in most cases. And then down here you have interleave audio every 100 milliseconds. You should just leave that alone. So that's all we really need to set here. Next we have enable auto pan. Now what auto pan does is it follows the cursor around the screen if in your recording region. And let's just, well, I'll show you how that works in a minute. And then you set your auto pan speed so that it follows your cursor around. So once you're doing auto pan, you do a couple of tests and see how fast you want it to go here. Okay, next we have our program options. Now you can set these to your particular preference. One of the ones I always like to set is save settings on exit. And then in name of AVI file, I always click ask for file name so that I can name it what I want it to. Okay. Now record to flash options, we're not actually going to use this, but you can set those if you want. Keyboard shortcuts. This allows you to set the shortcut key for any of these particular functions here. And then you can choose your language. The only packs installed in this case are English and German, so you pick which one goes there. Basically now we're all set up. Now we'll get to the annotation a little later. Okay, so we're all ready to start our screen recording. So we'll go and we'll do that in the next video.
Are you an online business owner? Then I hazard a guess that long work hours are getting to you. You're frustrated with steep learning curves. And maybe you're not really in a position to hire someone else to fix every leak there is in your business. Sometimes you feel you can do it yourself and do it faster. If this sounds like what you're experiencing right now, then I've got something for you. With your permission, I'd like to announce the Online Business Videos. This is a series of on-screen video tutorials covering everything you need to know to build your online business. This is the closest thing you can get to having a mentor show you how it's done. And if you can follow instructions, then you will have no problem following this. You'll learn everything from how to set up your processor to accept payments, to building your pages purely online, setting up downloads, and more. These are essential skills every marketer and business owner should learn. Or you can also get this for your employees, interns, or virtual assistants if you run a team. Ultimately, no more guesswork, no more figuring it out. Your frustration with technical details ends today. Skip all the trial and error right now by clicking on the order button below.
In this video, I'll teach you how to use MediaFire for your file storage. You must register as a member of the site before you can upload and download files through the website. Upon registering your account, go to the website MediaFire.com and I'll be showing you how to upload files on MediaFire, where you can store your files and also share it with anyone simply through a download link. On your account page, click on the Upload button located on your top tab. You can choose to upload from your computer or web. I'm just going to show you how to upload a file from your computer. The following page will appear. Click on the plus sign in the center of the page. You can select any files you want to upload. After selecting the files for upload, click the Confirm button on the pop-up menu and start uploading. After you've selected the files for upload, click the Begin Upload button and the web page will start uploading your files. Wait for the status bar to become 100% and your file is uploaded to MediaFire File Storage. You can click Return to My Files button to see your file is already uploaded to your storage. You can share your uploaded file to anyone online simply through sharing a download link. Click on the Drop button by your file. Click the Copy Link button and the link will be copied to your clipboard where you can paste it to anyone you want to share to. This tutorial video will teach you how to use Dropbox. A Dropbox account can be easily created by signing up to the service via its website. It's free, so you don't need a credit card unless you decide to upgrade the service later. The sign-up's pretty simple. You just have to fill in your full name, email address, and a password, and that's about it. Once signed in, you can see your personal account. Within the web interface are icons for uploading files, creating new folders, sharing folders, and deleting files. Down at the side are icons for other features of the service, such as viewing images, who you are sharing files and folders with, links and events, which is a log of activity within the account. Uploading files to Dropbox via the web interface is very easy. Within the interface, at the top and to the right is an icon of a file with a plus sign. Click on this Upload button to bring up the Upload dialog box. Click on Add More Files, and from here you can use your computer's File Manager windows to choose and upload files from your computer. I'm going to choose a photo, for example. So this green tick will appear when your file has been successfully uploaded to Dropbox. You can click on Done then. So from here you can see your upload files right here. To get Dropbox to download a file onto your computer from within the preview window, click on the file and click on this Download button in the top right-hand corner, and whichever file you want to download will then be downloaded to your computer. Now, if you wish to share files with others, you can just click on Share. Here, you can choose to email directly to that person, or you can simply copy the link and paste it to that person. Because in cases where a person doesn't have a Dropbox installed or have an account with this link, that person can still preview the file through their browser and download it if they want to. And that's it. These are the basic functions of Dropbox. To use Amazon S3, you need an Amazon Web Services account. If you don't already have one, you'll be prompted to create one when you sign up for Amazon S3. Make sure you have signed up an account before you proceed with this video. So in this tutorial video, you'll learn how to use Amazon S3 to store and share your files. Sign into the AWS Management Console website and open the Amazon S3 console. To store your files in Amazon S3, you must create a bucket because all the files and data you would want to store in Amazon S3 will be stored in that bucket. So let's create a bucket. In the Create a Bucket dialog box, in the Bucket Name box, enter a bucket name. The bucket name you choose must be unique across all existing bucket names in Amazon S3. One way to help ensure uniqueness is to prefix your bucket names with the name of your organization. After you create a bucket, you cannot change its name. Ensure that the bucket name you choose is appropriate. In the Region box, select a region. For this example, I'll simply select Oregon from the drop-down list. Click Create. When Amazon S3 successfully creates your bucket, the console displays your empty bucket in the Buckets panel. You've created a bucket in Amazon S3. So here, you can upload your files and data into the bucket. You can add in any kind of file, a text file, a photo, a video, and so forth. When you add a file to Amazon S3, you have the option of including metadata with the file and setting up permissions to control access to the file. To upload a file, click the name of the bucket that you want to upload an object to, and then click Upload. If you want to upload an entire folder, you have to click and drag the files to upload over here. Now click Add Files. Select the file that you want to upload and then click Open. Click Start Upload. You can watch the progress of the upload from within the Transfer panel. And your upload's done. You can use Amazon S3 in a few simple steps to upload your files for storage and sharing purposes. Hi, in this video I'm going to show you the automation rules in MailChimp. Navigate to the automation page and click Custom Event Workflow button. To choose the list that will receive the emails in your workflow, make the appropriate selection from the Choose a List to Get Started drop-down menu. You'll have the option to segment recipients later. Select the workflow type that best describes your use case. Available workflows display based on the list you've selected. In the Setup step, fill out the workflow configuration fields and choose your tracking options. These settings will be applied to all the emails in your workflow. You'll configure each email settings later. Click the Send Activity Digest Email checkbox to receive a daily email with reporting data for your workflow. Select Edit to choose which account users you want the digest email to send to. When you reach the Emails step, you'll add and design emails, organize them in your workflow, set up your segmentation and trigger conditions, and determine any post-sending list actions. The Edit Trigger, Edit Schedule, Edit Segment, and Edit Action links will display on an overlay menu, so you can select the appropriate settings for each email. Remember, every email in your workflow can have its own unique triggers, segmentation settings, and post-sending actions. In the Confirm step, look over the pre-delivery checklist and test your emails if you haven't already. Click Resolve or Edit to make changes. When you're finished reviewing, click Start Workflow. Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a broadcast. To get started, click the Create Campaign button from the dashboard or Campaigns. For now, we'll work with a regular campaign. The steps in the Campaign Builder will vary slightly across other campaign types, but the general behavior of the templates will remain the same. After you choose your campaign type, you'll begin the campaign building process. In a regular campaign, the first step is Recipients. Here you'll determine which subscribers will receive the campaign. You can choose to send it to the entire list or use the segmentation tools to send targeted content based on subscriber data, campaign or e-commerce activity, group membership, manual selection, and more. In the Setup step, you'll decide on a name for the campaign. This will not be visible in the sent campaign. And enter general information like the email subject, from name, and from email address. You'll also have the option to set up the Conversations feature to help manage replies and to personalize the To field of your campaign through the use of merge tags. In the Template page, choose the template design that you desired and click Next. On the next screen, you're able to design your campaign. After you've done all your editing, click on the Next button. And lastly, choose Send to broadcast your campaign, or you can also choose to schedule your campaign at your desired time. Hi, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a list. To create a new list in your MailChimp account, follow these steps. Navigate to the Lists page and click Create List. In the New List or Groups box, click Create List. Type in the list details in the fields provided. When you're finished, click Save. After you create your list, you'll be able to import subscribers or set up a sign-up form to collect new subscribers. Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a sign-up form. To build your sign-up form and begin customizing, navigate to the Lists page. Select the appropriate list. From within that list page, click the drop-down arrow beside Stats. Choose Sign-up Forms and then General Forms. Click the Build It tab. All forms start out with 3 default fields: email address, first name and last name. If you've imported a list containing additional fields, they'll be present on the form as well. To add extra fields, choose a field type from the Add a Field tab on the right side of the page. Once you've added any extra fields you need, you can customize field text and set default merge field values. Click Save and exit to save all changes to your form. Hi, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to remove unresponsive leads. To delete one or more subscribers from your list, follow these steps. Navigate to the Lists page. Click the name of the list you want to work with. Browse or use the search icon to locate the subscriber or subscribers you want to remove. Check the box next to each subscriber you want to delete. And click the Delete buttons. And then you're done. Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to schedule follow-up emails. Navigate to Automation on the navigation bar. Select your desired campaign. Click Edit Trigger. You'll see which triggering event you've selected, and you'll have the option to determine when the first email is sent. Input a number in the field and choose hour or hours, day or days, month or months, or immediately. Then click Update Trigger when you're ready to return to the email step. The Edit Schedule option will allow you to choose the time and days of the week at which the email is sent. Click Save Schedule when you're finished. The Edit Segment option will allow you to choose which segment of your list receives the email. If your segment subsequent emails in your series, your queue will be limited to only the available subscribers who meet the conditions that you've determined. Click Save Segment when you're finished. The Edit Action option will allow you to perform a specific action on each subscriber after the email is sent. You could update a merge field, unsubscribe or delete them from the list, add or remove them from an interest group in your list, or add and remove them from a static segment. Click Update Action when you're finished. You can send a test email or save and exit from the navigation bar at any time.